Good morning, children. Namaste. Did you people practice rounding off numbers concept? Today, let us continue rounding off to the nearest 1000. Before doing that, let us just take a quick recap of rounding to the nearest 10 and 100. Rounding to the nearest 10. Children, before seeing this, first of all, what is rounding of numbers? Rounding of numbers gives us an approximate value rather than the exact value. And which is that? What is that approximate value? The value which is closer to that number. Yes. So here, while we are rounding, we'll round to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000 and so on. So in the last session, we have seen rounding to the nearest 10 and rounding to the nearest 100. To round a number to the nearest 10, observe the digit in the ones place. If it is less than 5, replace the ones digit by 0 and retain the other digits. If it is 5 or greater than 5, increase the tens digit by 1, replace the ones digit by 0 and retain the other digits. Now, first of all, what is all this saying, children? So, whenever we have to round a number, that is, we want to round a number to the nearest 10, we will see the tens place. Tens place is a rounding digit, and we will see to the right hand side of a rounding digit. So, if that number, that is the right hand side of that number, so for nearest 10, we are seeing the ones place. If ones place is less than 5, will not change our tens digit, that is a rounding digit, and we'll put 0 in the ones place, and remaining all the digits to the left of our rounding digit, that is hundreds place, thousands place and so on, will be the same. And if ones place is 5 or greater than 5, then we'll add 1 to our tens digit, and remaining all other digits to the left of the rounding digit will remain the same, and our ones digit becomes 0. Round 1537 to the nearest 10. First, we'll write the number. On top of the number, we'll write the places of each digit. Here, 3 is in tens place. So, 3 is a rounding digit. And the digit in the ones place, which is towards the right of our rounding digit, that is 7 in this example, we have to consider this. Now, we have to see whether this 7 is equal to 5, greater than 5 or less than 5. So here 7 is greater than 5. So whenever the right side digit of the rounding digit is greater than 5, we will add 1 to our tens place. So we will add here 1. And this digit in our ones place, we'll replace it with 0. Then what about the remaining digits to the left hand side of the rounding digit? Yes, it will be written the same. So here we can see that because we are rounding to the nearest 10 and 10 has 2 digits in it, only the last 2 digits of the number is being changed. Remaining all the digits are written the same. Since 7 is greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in the tens place, which is a rounding digit. That is 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. And replace the digit in the ones place by 0. So 1537 rounds to 1540. Rounding to the nearest 100. So children, when we are rounding to the nearest 100, the digit in a hundreds place is a rounding digit. And we'll consider the immediate digit to the right of our rounding digit. So which is in our tens place. If that digit in tens place is less than 5, we'll write all the digits on the left the same. Only the tens digit and ones digit will mark it as 0. But if the tens digit is 5 or greater than 5, then the remaining digits on the left will be written the same. But the hundreds place, we are going to increase it by 1. And then what about the digits in tens place and ones place? Yes, they'll be marked with zeros. Round 6821 to the nearest 100. So we'll write the number. On top of each digit, we'll write its places. So as we are rounding to the nearest 100, the digit in our hundreds place, this is our rounding digit. Now, are we going to do anything to our rounding digit right now? No. First, we have to observe our right side digit of the rounding digit, which is the digit in the tens place. Okay. So now, this is less than 5, 5 or greater than 5, children. 2 is less than 5. So we are not going to change our hundreds place. We are going to replace our tens digit and ones digit by zeros. Since 2 is less than 5, the digit in the hundreds place, that is a rounding digit, does not change, and replace the digit in the tens place and ones place by 0. So 6821 rounds to 6800. So here nearest 100, 100 has 3 digits in it. So the 3 digits of this number is going to change. As the tens digit is less than 5, we didn't change our hundreds digit also, but we have replaced our tens digit and ones digit by zeros. If this tens digit was 5 or more than 5, we would have increased our hundreds digit. That is the digit in our hundreds place. Rounding off to the nearest 1000. Children, did we discuss this before? No. So today, the main concept that we are going to learn is rounding off to the nearest 1000. Children, this is again similar to your nearest 10 and 100. So when you are rounding to the nearest 10, we are seeing the ones digit. When you are rounding to the nearest 100, we are seeing a tens digit. So now when we are rounding to the nearest 1000, we'll see a hundreds digit. Always we'll see the right side digit of a rounding digit. If the digit in the hundreds place is less than 5, do not change the digit in the thousands place, but put 0 in the hundreds, tens and ones places. If the digit in the hundreds place is 5 or greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in the thousands place, but put 0 in the hundreds, tens and ones places. Example. Round 7846 to the nearest 1000. Children, first we'll write a number. On top of each digit, we are going to write its places. Now, we'll identify our rounding digit. That is a digit to be changed. So here, in the question, he asks us to round to the nearest 1000. So the digit in the thousands place is our rounding digit. Now, we'll move to the right hand side of this rounding digit. So here it is the digit in our hundreds place, which is 8. So now we'll see whether this 8 is 5, less than 5 or greater than 5. So children, tell me now, 8 is greater than 5 or less than 5? Yes, 8 is greater than 5. So when this digit is greater than 5, we are going to increase our thousands place by 1. That is, we'll add 1 to this digit in our thousands place. And what about the digits in our hundreds, tens and ones places, children? Yes, they'll be replaced with zeros. Since 8 is greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in the thousands place. That is a rounding digit. So here we have 7. So we'll add 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. And replace the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place with 0. So 7846 rounds to 8,000. Children, you can see here the digit in the thousands place is increased by 1. So it became 8. And the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place are replaced with zeros. Let us see one more example. Around 5,94,132 to the nearest 1,000. First, we'll write the number. On top of each digit, we are going to write its places. Now, we'll first see which is our rounding digit. Here we are rounding to the nearest 1,000. So, the digit in our thousands place is a rounding digit. So, here in this example, it is 4. 4 is a rounding digit. Now, we'll move to the right hand side of this rounding digit. So, now we'll consider this digit in our hundreds place. So, here it is 1. Now, 1 is less than 5 or greater than 5, children? Yes, 1 is less than 5. So, are we going to change the digit in our thousands place? No. Whenever this right side digit is less than 5, we'll not change our thousands place. But we'll replace this hundreds, tens and ones places with zeros. Then what about the digits to the left hand side of our rounding digit? Yes, it will not be changed. It will be written the same. Since 1 is less than 5, the digit in the thousands place, which is a rounding digit, does not change, and replace the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place with 0. So, 5,94,132 rounds to 5,94,000, round 8,42,763 to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000. In this example, we are covering all the concepts of rounding to the nearest for 10, 100 and 1000. Now, can we write one answer for all these three? No. We have to write the separate side headings and we have to write what is the answer if we round to the nearest 10, then what is the answer if we round to the nearest 100, and what is the answer when we round to the nearest 1000. First, we'll write the number. On top of each digit, we are going to write its places. First, we are rounding to the nearest 10. As we are rounding to the nearest 10, the digit in our tens place becomes our rounding digit. Now, we'll move on to the right side of this rounding digit, which is 3. Now, this 3 is less than 5. As this 3 is less than 5, we'll not change our tens place. And we'll replace this ones place with 0. Then what about the remaining digits which are to the left hand side of this rounding digit? They'll be written the same. Here, 3 is less than 5. The digit in the tens place, that is our rounding digit, does not change, and replace the digit in the ones place to 0. So, 8,42,763 rounds to 8,42,760. So, we are rounding to the nearest 10. 10 has 2 digits. So, only our last 2 digits of this number is changed. Rounding to the nearest 100. We'll write the number again. We'll write the places of each digit. Now, as we are rounding to the nearest 100, the digit in a hundreds place is a rounding digit. Now, we'll observe the right hand side digit of this rounding digit, which is 6 here. Now, this 6 is greater than 5. So, here we are going to add 1 to this rounding digit. Here, 6 is greater than 5. Add 1 to the digit in the hundreds place. That is a rounding digit. That is 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And replace the digits in the tens and ones place with 0. So, 8,42,763 rounds to 8,42,800. Here we can see, children, 100 has 3 digits in it. So the last 3 digits of this number has been changed. As the right side digit of the rounding digit is greater than 5, we have added 1 to the rounding digit. Rounding to the nearest 1000. We'll write the number, places. Now, as we are rounding to the nearest 1000, the digit in the thousands place is a rounding digit. Now, we'll move to the right side of this rounding digit. Now, it is 7. 7 is greater than 5, isn't it, children? As this digit is greater than 5, we'll not change the digits on the left hand side of this rounding digit, but we'll add 1 to our rounding digit. Here, 7 is greater than 5. Add 1 to the digit in the thousands place. That is a rounding digit. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. We'll replace the thousands place by 3. And replace the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place with 0. So 8,42,763 rounds to 8,43,000. See, this 1000 has 4 digits in it. Last 4 digits of this number is being changed. As our right side digit of this rounding digit is greater than 5, we are adding 1 to our rounding digit. And remaining digits to the right hand side are replaced by zeros. Left hand side digits of this rounding digit are written the same. Let us see one more example, children. Round 4,57,653 to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000. Now, children, you have to solve this by your own. First, what we are going to do, children? We'll write first the side heading, rounding to the nearest 10, as we can't do all 3 at a time. Then we'll write the number. On top of each digit, we'll write its places. So is it clear for you people till here? Yes. Now we'll identify the rounding digit. Now here we are rounding to the nearest 10. So what is a rounding digit? 5, which is in tens place. Now we'll see up 5. No, we'll move to the right hand side of this rounding digit, which is 3 here. Now this 3 is less than 5. So are we going to change our rounding digit? No, we'll write the rounding digit the same. But we'll replace the ones place with 0. Since 3 is less than 5, the digit in the tens place, that is rounding digit, does not change. And replace the digit in the ones place with 0. So 4,57,653 rounds to 4,57,650. Now rounding to the nearest 100. Now what we'll do, children? Yes, we'll write the number, we'll write the places, we'll identify the rounding digit. So what is a rounding digit here? Yes, the digit in the hundreds place. Now, are we going to do anything with this? No. What we are going to do now? We'll move to the right hand side of this rounding digit. So we'll move to our tens place. Now what is the digit in our tens place? 5. So we say it is less than 5, greater than 5. No, it is equal to 5. So we have already discussed, even this digit is equal to 5, we have to add 1 to our rounding digit. So we'll add 1 to this 6. So this hundreds digit becomes, the digit in the hundreds place becomes 7. And we'll replace this tens digit and ones digit with zeros. Since 5 is equal to 5, add 1 to the digit in the hundreds place. That is a rounding digit. 6 plus 1 is 7. And replace the digits in the tens and ones place with 0. So 4,57,653 rounds to 4,57,700. Rounding to the nearest 1000. Now Now children, tell what we are going to do. Yes, we'll write the number, places of each digit. We'll identify our rounding digit. As we are rounding to the nearest thousand, the digit in a thousands place is a rounding digit. We'll move to the right hand side of this rounding digit. So it is to the hundreds place. So what is the digit in hundreds place? 6. 6 is greater than 5. So when this digit is greater than 5, what we are going to do? We'll add 1 to our rounding digit. Since 6 is greater than 5, add 1 to the digit in the thousands place. That is rounding digit. So we'll add 7 plus 1, which is 8. And replace the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place with 0. So 4,57,653 rounds to 4,58,000. Now children, as rounding of digits is rounding of the numbers is tough? No, right? Children, just remember that whenever we are rounding a number, we'll see first to which place we are rounding it, whether to the nearest 10, 100 or 1000. Now, if we are rounding to the nearest 10, yes, so we'll see the tens place. Tens place is a rounding digit. We'll just identify it, children. We are not going to do anything to that right now. We'll move one step towards right. Okay, that digit, if it is less than 5, not change our rounding digit. We'll write it the same, but we'll replace this ones digit with 0. Now, when we are rounding to the nearest 100, now we'll identify the rounding digit again. What is our rounding digit now? Yes, the digit in the hundreds place. Now, we'll not do anything to that. We'll move towards right hand side again. If that is the digit in the tens place now. So that tens place is less than 5. We'll not change anything to our rounding digit. We'll just replace tens and ones place to 0. But if that digit is 5 or more than 5, we add 1 to our rounding digit. And again, we'll replace hundreds and tens places with zeros. So, is it clear, children? Please practice this rounding off concept. Yes, and complete the worksheet given. We'll meet again. Bye, children. Thank you.